If you are diving into website development for the first time, trust me, the first part to it lies in HTML. This language stands for Hypertext Markup Language. This markup language tells the web browser how to display a web page words and images. Please note that the HTML is not a programming language. Each individual piece markup code, which will fall between the open tag and the close tag characters, is referred to as an element or tag. In this tutorial, you will be making your very first website using HTML and its syntax. But first, you need to create an HTML file which you can load only on your browser and your code editor. To create your HTML file, simply click on File Explorer for Windows, and for Mac, it is on Command. Next, you look for a location to save the file. For this tutorial, I will be using desktop as my location. Next, right-click, click on New and Text Document. Save the file with index.html. If your file extension doesn't display, simply click on View and make sure the file name extensions is checked. Lastly, open the HTML file on both your web browser and code editor. In this tutorial, I will be using VS Code. And now, let us write a line of text. Let's say this is my first website and I am very happy. Before we display on our web browser, be sure to save first, and then we go to our web browser and refresh. Here we are, our first HTML code. The first tag we'll be going over is the doctype HTML. The doctype HTML is a declaration that declares to the web browser that this is a HTML5 document. It is just a declaration. Next is the main HTML tag. It tells the browser that whatever to be written inside the tag is a HTML code. It is very different from the doctype HTML. Well, while the doctype HTML declares that the entire document is HTML5, the main HTML tag declares that whatever is written inside the tag is HTML. See that coding in this markup language is divided into the head tag and the body tag. Let us visualize that. In the head tag, we have the meta tag. We set the cassette to UTF-8. The UTF-8 is a Unicode that translates human language to computer language. We move over to the meta name, still in the head tag. We set it to viewpoint. This viewpoint shapes the website to be visualized on both the PC, tablets, and even smartphones. We set the content to width-device-width. This is responsible for the resolution. So irrespective of your device resolution, this website will still fit for it. We move to the initials-scale. We set it to 1. This is responsible for the zooming in and out of the text written in the website. Next is the title tag. From the name title, it gives a title to the website. So we give our title here to be my first website. And when we save up, we go to the web browser, and now our web browser title has changed from index.html to my first website. The last aspect of the head tag is that it's also where our CSS and JavaScript will be written. And also understand that the head tag is responsible for how the website will become, from the resolution, the viewpoint, the initial scale, the title of the website. This all defines how the website should be. And now to the body tag. First, we'll be looking at the heading tag. This tag comes stage by stage, from the H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. The H1 defines the most important heading, while the H6 defines the least important heading. Well, let us work with it. We go to our web browser and refresh. Obviously, it progresses in the descending manner and decreases in size. Next is the paragraph tag. We will be making use of the lorem ipsum text. The lorem ipsum are just a bunch of non-meaningful words. It is a Latin text without meaning. I'll take the first paragraph here and I'll place it inside of our paragraph tag in the code editor. Okay, we save up our work. Let us see how it displays on the web browser. Yes, this is it. But let's copy the second paragraph and see what happens. We create a new paragraph tag, place the text inside, save up, reload on the browser. Now there is an empty space here that connotes that this is a paragraph. Well, the paragraph tag is well explanatory. It forms a paragraph between two texts. But what if I don't want this empty space in between of my text? I actually want to form a paragraph, but not with the empty space. Maybe just like a one-line spacing, break the text to the other line. Now, to do that, I insert the break tag. Let's see how the break tag works. We save up our work, go back to our web browser, and now exactly what I wanted. Part of the text is on the next line without the space. This break tag is very essential because it helps me to be in control of my line spacing. If I actually want a double line spacing, it will mean that I will need a 2 break tag. If I want 3, it will mean I will need a 3 break tag, and just so on. Let's kind of put a bunch of break tag. Let's see how it works so you can understand what I'm talking about. Okay, the next tag we'll be discussing is on the bold tag, or otherwise known as the strong tag. Just as we are able to bolding text on Microsoft Word and other packages, HTML has its own tag to bolding text. We simply copy a line of text here and we place it inside the tag. Yes, save up and go to the web browser. And now the bold tag has had an effect on the line of text. Another tag is the italics tag or the emphasize tag. This tag simply gives the text a style of writing. Okay, then we save up, go to the browser, and now you have this particular text written in italic style. Well, believe me, HTML has got other important tags such as the underline tag, tags that increases and decreases size of text. It also has the insert and delete tags, but we won't be really diving into those tags. We'll simply talk about the basics. Are you aware that before the reign of CSS, HTML can actually style your website? Although not very efficient and accurate, but be sure that it can give your website a unique style. Well, let's try it out. I want to change the background color of my heading. I insert the style attribute and I set it to background color. Okay, let's use the color brown. It's okay. And then I close up the tag. This is not needed because we already have a closing tag. Save up the work, reload on the browser. Okay, the background actually changed its color. Now, do you believe that HTML is not just for text only, but also for styling? Okay, what more styling can HTML do? Let us find out. I can also change the background color of my paragraph. I'll just copy out this attribute, this style attribute. And in the paragraph tag, I take up the semi-closing tag, that's little one, and impute the style attributes in this first part. Just change the color to blue, save up and reload the web browser. Our background color turned to blue. Well, there are more styling you can do using HTML, like I said earlier. We'll be going through them one at a time. We go over to changing the text color, put in the style color, set the color to say pink, close the tag, then save up, and here we are. The text color automatically changes to pink. But it's pretty weird just changing an entire text, changing background. If I want to change just the line of text instead of the entire paragraph, I make use of the span tag and I merge it with style attributes. Change the color to orange, yes, here. And here in the browser, just the line of text changes to orange. These attributes can help me to highlight a particular text. If I want to tell the user that this particular text is very important, I just simply change the color, just as we've done. Next is the font family attribute. This changes the font of your website. Okay, I will be changing the font to Times New Roman. I save up, go to the browser. Okay, yeah. You notice that no change occurred in the website. You know why? That means the website was already set to Times New Roman by default. Well, to keep us on track, let's change the font. Let's say to Verdana. And go to the browser. Now you see a change has occurred. Let's see how we change the font size. I just removed the font family and put it as font size and set it to 300%. Go to my browser. Ooh, this is super large. Let's correct that. Okay, we can change it to 100%. And here we are back to our original size. So you can just float around with it whichever way you want. Let's talk about the list tag. I want to create a fruit grocery list. I make use of the unordered list tag. Inside the unordered list tag comes the list tag. And in between, I input orange so that we don't waste time. Just copy and paste the tag, put in. Just close this up to make the code look simple. Okay, save up, go to the browser, and this is our list. Oh, you see that it has a dot bullet, but I really want to make the list in numbers. What I do is to change the unordered list, which is UL, to ordered list, which is OL. And having done that, go to the browser and reload. And here we have it. So note that the unordered list is for the bullets, while the ordered list is for numbers. I can also flirt with this list by putting a nested list. Just see it as what we learned in maths class, having a function inside another function. Now, this is how it is done. Save up, go to the browser, and we have exactly what we wanted. Just take a look. Okay, we can also insert images using HTML, but please note that whatever image you are inserting should be in the same location as the HTML file. For this tutorial, my image is already in the desktop location. Now I use the image tag src. src connotes the location of the image. I put in the name of the image, set the width to 300 and the height to 400. Let's view that. Yes, this is it. HTML can also arrange your tables. We put in the table tag, inside we say table row. It's just like the list tag, but quite different. We insert the table head, which is th. In between we say month. Just copy this and paste. Here we see rent, utilities, and feeding. Okay, let's just see this on the browser. Alright, we are on the right track, but not done yet. This is just the table head. Let's go to the table data. We place in another table row, and inside the table row we put in table data TD. Right for the month, let's say we pick the month of July. For rent we say 3,000. Utilities 2,000. While feeding will be 4,000. Okay. So let's save this off. And now exactly what I wanted, but the table has not been created yet. HTML can still do more than that. We go up to the table tag. We place in a border of 1 pixel. Okay, let's see this on the browser. And now our table is complete. I can decide to, change the border to 10, and it will result to this. In conclusion, we have reviewed major syntax, tags, elements, and attributes in HTML. I am positive that you followed up. Thank you for your time, and see you in our next class.